Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank
How
you
you
for
doing?
joining us in the hallway next to the bathrooms for our weekly update with Ideal, more than you can imagine. Lots of new things, actually. We are in the process of closing. I think last week we talked a little bit about that we were closing on the new building. We're almost there. We've got all of the construction people there to get this turned into a new school. I talked to here's an interesting thing that's going on outside of Ideal, but that affects Ideal that I think is very interesting. I said interesting quite a few times. I'm not sure why I said interesting so much, but it is very interesting. Our concrete guy called him yesterday and said, hey, I got another job that I need to do some concrete on. He says, well, we're out of concrete right now. We can't order it. And they keep telling him to call back and probably towards the end of the month call, and then we'll be able to make an appointment to get concrete in. Now, why don't we have concrete? I said, well, what's the problem with that? And I've gotten several different answers, that there was a fire at the plant, that California is taking more concrete because they don't have concrete. I don't know the exact answer, but I can tell you something that's exciting for the school is that we build homes that don't need concrete. How exciting is that? If there is a shortage of concrete, we can put our homes and continue to help with the affordable housing problem without the need of concrete. So there are a lot of material shortages going on that do affect all aspects of our business and other people's businesses. But it's nice when what we're doing is moving in a direction that we can sustain things like that. Of course, our new school needs quite a few yards of concrete, so we're hoping that that comes back. We made an appointment to be able to get that concrete, but who knows? It's interesting. So the neat thing is that we try to teach our students. What we try to also do is you have to kind of go around the problems that come, right? You can't control everything that comes at you. You have to take it in, figure out what's going on, and then figure out the best solution, and then move forward in that solution. And you got to do it really quickly because things change so fast in the construction world, in the business world, entrepreneurs, all of them. We got to do it pretty quick. And that's something that we teach our students. I don't know if we talked about this last week, but the update is that all of our students, if you're watching the videos, they're white capped now. So they got their next their last build done. They're on their next one. They got their white caps on, which is really cool to see them. We were too short, so we got a couple orange caps running around there. We apologize to those students, but I think they've got them now, which is very exciting. And they're on their last stretch, another month to come through, and I think that's very exciting for them. I can tell you that I didn't know fully what was going to happen, right? You just keep going down the path, and you make course corrections as needed, right? And then it starts to work better, right? When you start the plan, you don't always see it. As we teach people at the school, it's not a failure; it's just a learning experience, and you course correct. In flight, if you don't go one straight path, you're constantly looking to make sure you're going the right direction, and you make little course corrections. And if you don't make that course correction, you miss it by a bunch, by miles. And so little course corrections, and that's the thing that led us to put us in a place in the market that is incredible, right? Because not only are we teaching for the education problem that we have now, we're handling an affordable housing problem. We're handling a labor problem, and that came from 15 years of experience, just little course corrections over and over and over that put us in a very great spot in the market. So one of the things conversation that I had this week, actually yesterday, with a student that's coming in, he got a $50,000 scholarship right out of high school to go to U of A Business College. And I've been mentoring him for about a year while he was in high school. And a lot of people didn't understand why he was choosing to not take the scholarship to U of A and to come and work with Ideal instead and be a part of our program. And I told him, I says, when you make that decision, people are not going to understand. They're not going to understand why you would go against what everybody else believes in the education system. But he fully understand, and what a great kid, and how smart it is that he can see that, to say, look, they might be saying that they're giving me $50,000 to come to school, but they're stealing 4 years of my life, where at Ideal, you can teach me in 6 months, and then I can become successful immediately, right? Those things are what is exciting about what's happening to the market and what we're seeing. I mean, as you guys know, Cassandra, Austin, Lisette, and some of these great people at school, and everyone in the school is great over there, but they left very large careers to come over and spend 6 months with us. How neat is that the society is seeing the disadvantages of not having these kinds of skills in your repertoire, and they're taking, and it's only 6 months. I mean, it's only 6 months. As you get older, you're like, 6 months goes by and you're like, it's 2022. Like, I'm still writing 2021. It's pretty exciting that people are seeing that, and society is recognizing that without these skills, they're missing things. And we know that. Society knows this. Well, not society. Society is learning it, but studies know this. And studies show this, and science shows this, that you need those skills. You need those, the hands-on and the taste, touch, and smell. You need those to be able to build true memory capabilities and long-lasting memories. And it's exciting. It's really exciting to be on the forefront of it. And not, these theories have been around for a long time, but it's neat to be on the practicality of actually doing what these scientists have been theorizing for 20 years. People want to do what everybody else is doing. And we're okay with doing what we know is going to produce. One of the other exciting things that is fully happening this week is we started selling the tiny homes. And I meet with a couple people today. I met with a couple people that want to buy 5 or 10 of the tiny homes at one particular time, because that trend is coming and people are seeing it. I met with one guy. He's like, well, I'll just build. And I says, well, we can attach these in 7 days. It's going to take you a year to build. And that's pretty exciting. And society is going to continue to press to the direction that we are going. And we're right where we need to be. We are ahead of everyone. And that is why we are currently working on the plan to move to Phoenix by January. By the way, look us up. We'll be in Phoenix next January. We'll be accepting 100 students up there and 100 students in January in Tucson. And then we are looking at 8 to 10 other offices by the following July. And those plans are working in place. So stay up with us.